Favorite lines from 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos by Jordan B Peterson. 12 Rules for Life is a self-improvement book written by a clinical psychologist and a psychologist professor named Jordan B Peterson. I think a lot of you guys familiar with him and the book. It's been talked by so many people and recommended by so many people, and in this occasion I would like to share with you guys my favorite lines from the book. I highlight a lot of lines that I think relatable to me and I think it could be useful for every one of us, so let's hear it. It doesn't matter so much if they go to bed at the same time each evening. The waking up at a consistent hour is a necessity. Anxiety and depression cannot be easily treated if the sufferer has unpredictable daily routine. Maybe you are a loser, and maybe you are not. But if you are, you don't have to continue in that mode. Maybe you just have a bad habit. Maybe you are even just a collection of bad habits. But circumstances change, and so can you. Rule 2. Perhaps heaven is something you must build, and immortality is something you must earn. Friendship is a reciprocal arrangement. You are not morally obliged to support someone who is making the world a worse place. Quite the opposite. You should choose people who want things to be better, not worse. It's a good thing, not a selfish thing, to choose people who are good for you. It's appropriate and praiseworthy to associate with people whose life will be improved if they saw your life improve. Make friends with people who want the best for you. The future is like the past, but there is a crucial difference. The past is fixed, but the future, it could be better. It could be better with some precise amount. The amount that can be achieved, perhaps in a day, with some minimal engagement. Aim small. Consider your circumstances. Start small. Start to stop doing what you know to be wrong. Start stopping today. Don't waste time questioning how you know that what you are doing is wrong, if you are certain that it is. Say only those things that make you strong. Do only those things that you could speak of with honor. To share does not mean to give away something you value and get nothing back. To share means properly to initiate the process of trade, because having friends is a form of trade. If the world you are seeing is not the world you want, therefore it's time to examine your values. It's time to rid yourself of your current presupposition. It's time to let go. It might even be the time to sacrifice what you love best, so that you can become who you might become, instead of staying who you are. Aim up, fix what you can fix, and don't be arrogant in your knowledge. Meaning is when everything there is comes together in an aesthetic dance of single purpose, the glorification of a reality, so that no matter how good it has suddenly become, it can get better and better and better, more and more deeply forever into the future. So do what is meaningful, not what is expedient. Taking the easy way out or telling the truth, those are not merely two different choices. They are different pathways through life. They are utterly different ways of existing. You have to say something, go somewhere, and do things to get turned on. If not, you remain incomplete, and life is too hard for anyone incomplete. If you say no to your boss, or your spouse, or your mother when it needs to be said, then you transform yourself into someone who can say no when it needs to be said. If you say yes when no needs to be said, however, you transform yourself into someone who can only say yes, even when it is very clearly time to say no. Set your ambition even if you are uncertain about what this should be. The better ambition have to do with the developments of characters and ability rather than status and power. Status you can lose, but you carry characters with you wherever you go, and it allows you to prevail against the adversity. If you pay attention when you are seeking something, you will move towards your goal. More importantly, however, you will acquire the information that allows your goal itself to transform. Listening is paying attention. It's amazing what people will tell you if you listen. Sometimes if you listen to people, they will even tell you what's wrong with them. Sometimes they will even tell you how they plan to fix it. Sometimes that helps you fix something wrong with yourself. When things fall apart and chaos re-emerge, we can give structure to it and re-establish order through our speech. If we speak carefully and precisely, we can sort things out and put them in their proper place and set a new goal and navigate it to it. Often communally, if we negotiate, if we reach consensus, if we speak carelessly and imprecisely. However, things remain vague. The destination remains unproclaimed. The fog of uncertainty does not lift, and there is no negotiating through the world. We do what we can to make the best of things in our vulnerability and fragility, and the planet is harder on us than we are on it. We could cut ourselves some slack. Shift the unit of time you use to frame your life. When the sun is shining and times are good and the crops are bountiful, you can make your plans for the next month and the next year and the next 5 years. You can even dream a decade ahead, but you can do that when your leg is clamped firmly in a crocodile's jaw. Wish upon a star and then act properly in accordance with that aim. Once you are aligned with the heavens, you can concentrate on that day. Be careful. Put the things you can control in order. Repair what is in disorder, and make what is already good better. It is possible that you can manage if you are careful. Alright guys, those are my favorite lines from the book. Actually, there's still a lot more, but I don't know whether I should put it here or not because they're very long and they're connected with one another. I would like to hear about your opinion on this. Like, what do you guys think about the lines or the book? Let's have a discussion below.